Hi, I'm Will.
I'm Jordo.
I'm Nick. Good
Yeah,
evening to you.
fucking ate that mic. Oh my god. So I'm Jordo.
I don't know how close.
I have a couple of
Nom
stories
nom
I
nom
wanted to
nom
check
nom
out.
nom.
We could redo it.
Nom 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 nom.
No,
He's
that's fine.
eating me.
Then he's gonna eat me again. Oh my
Nom
gosh.
nom nom. How about no?
But yeah, you're gonna be reading first, Nick. And the first story we got picked is I found a weird house sitting ad. It might be the best gig I'll ever get. By by Sapphire Lion 15. And she I think this is one of the ones from the post that we made. Let's see, where is no, it was posted to No Sleep, actually.
No
Yeah,
sleep.
No Sleep.
Well, that's a problem.
That's a good volumes album.
Is it? Is that like an album?
Yeah, it's an album. Volumes album.
Oh,
Really good.
oh.
Let's go.
I thought you were
It's an
saying it's like
album.
it's a good volume album. Like
No.
it's at a good sound.
It's at a good quality volume.
It was posted 4 days ago. 4 days ago, it says. So
4 days.
definitely very new.
Four
very
score.
Yep, this is
But definitely go check her out. She writes a lot from what I was looking at on her Reddit. And yeah, you're gonna be reading for us, Nick.
we'll start at the top.
Let's start at the
I
top.
found a weird house sitting ad. It might be the best gig I'll ever get. It seemed like easy money. Wanted. Weekend house sitter. 3 days, 2 nights. We'll pay for food. $500 a day. Call Agatha. First and foremost, Agatha. Okay, we'll get back to that. I should have been more suspicious, but at the time I was fresh out of college, up to my ears in debt and barely managing to pay rent every month. I've been looking for steady work, basically anything that would let me get groceries without filing for bankruptcy, when I saw the ad stapled to a tree on one of these city streets. They still do that?
Like ads.
Alright.
Yeah, they still do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
paper ads? Wow, I figured they'd go paperless. Okay.
Fuck the
Well,
planet.
everything's... Yeah. Woo! Who needs the water in the earth anyway? Alright. I'd house sat for friends and relatives before, and the flyer didn't mention anything about pet sitting, babysitting, or anything like that. Plus, the pay would cover the next month's rent, and if I did a good job, I might be able to make the gig a regular thing. I called the number, thinking that there was no harm in at least making sure the offer was legit. Agatha turned out to be an older woman. Well, that's presumed. I presume that.
Yeah, I was kind of only picturing someone really
Yeah,
old.
you don't find a 20-year-old goth mommy that is named Agatha. Believe me, I've looked and I failed.
They're not out
Okay,
there.
they're not. It's not true. They're a unicorn if there is one.
Figment of one's imagination.
Well, Agatha. Agatha turned out to be an older woman who answered on the second ring. She understood she had to get to the phone first.
I don't want to
She
seem too. I don't want to seem too desperate.
Yeah. It's just like she's just walking with like a little hurdy-gurdy or something with a little walker. Just hold on a minute.
Did someone answer my paperless ad? Finally.
It's not paperless.
Oh
She
fuck the planet.
she she must have one of those mobile carts, the little electric carts, scooters that she could ride on, more efficient. Who knows? Anyway,
Stripping corners.
she understood that the ad seemed too good to be true and told me that she could prove that the offer was valid, giving me an address to look up and her full name to Google. I put her on speaker and did so. As it turned out, Agatha had been a pretty big deal 10 years before. She'd been a fashion critic who was well known for her refined taste and almost supernaturally good predictions about what would be in every season. I'm guessing it's fashion.
Fashion.
The Devil Wears
Zoom.
Prada.
2.
Yeah, that's it.
2.
Anne Hathaway. I haven't seen the second one. Upon retiring, she turned into something of a hermit and almost never leaving her house. Though the fact that delivery people regularly showed up to her front door and proved that she was still alive. And she was loaded.
Ooh.
I repeat, loaded.
Got a sugar mama there. Ooh. Hey, Agatha.
Hit me up.
Hit me up.
Anyway. Born into a high-class family, she had more money than in the bank than some small countries had in their treasuries. See? This is what I need in my life.
Alright.
Wow, this would specifically be for the weekend. Or be specifically for the weekend.
Yes, Nick.
My jaw dropped. I could be making $3,000 a week?
What?
Wait.
What?
Let's rewind. Let's rewind.
Yo, did you forget the?
My grown bro.
I think you forgot the rest of that.
Agatha continued after my Google search.
I have a series of trips coming up that I simply cannot put off. If this weekend goes well, I may hire you. Why is she British? I may hire you back the following weekend for double the current rate.
Double.
And now, Nick.
Hold on, I gotta get down to the area. It's like...
You were there. You were there.
I'm sorry.
Cut. Yeah. Everybody.
All right.
Take a breath.
From the top.
From top.
From the top.
So where were we? My jaw dropped?
My jaw dropped. Yep.
Your jaw drop. And action.
My jaw dropped. I could be making $3,000 in a weekend? At the time, she was either extremely generous or didn't know the value of the dollar. Looking back, I probably should have seen that as a red flag, but I was desperate, so naturally I accepted the job. I was to arrive on Friday morning, specifically at 10 o'clock sharp. Once I'd stepped through the front door, I wasn't allowed to leave the house again until Sunday afternoon, when Agatha would return. Thus, I was expected to bring everything I would possibly need for my 3-day stay.
And that's already
Odd as
raises
I
some weird
thought it-
flags to me, honestly. That's just kind of
I
weird.
mean, I don't know why she...
Once you close this door, you
you know-
cannot leave again.
Odd as I thought that was, I was not about to tick off the lady that could single-handedly end a few of my money troubles. Agatha's house was an absolutely gorgeous mansion. It practically screamed old money. It was 3 stories tall, painted a pristine white, a balcony overlooked the front lawn. The lawn and flower beds were immaculately cared for. A golden statue made up of numerous brass instruments stood proud at the center of the garden. All in all, I was starting to think that this gig would be worth it. But I had to pause when I saw the dolls.
Spooky scary.
Oh god.
Annabelle?
I think of those like really creepy, like really lifelike baby dolls and shit. My mom, for some reason, loves those things, and they're just the weirdest thing to see. I mean, I get
Standing
it.
on poles. Sorry.
Standing on them poles, dude.
Standing on poles, guarding either side of the porch, were 2 gigantic dolls. They looked like they were made from some kind of sackcloth, as their skin reminded me of burlap. Both of them were about 6 feet tall. Through the massive poles they were attached to made them seem at least a foot taller. They didn't have mouths, but they were 2 massive black circles embroidered onto their faces to act like eyes. What?
So Coraline type shit. That's why I'm immediately
Wow.
picked the fucking the button eyes.
Mhm.
My first like envisioning goes to.
They had stringy black yarn to act as their hair, though how said yarn hair hadn't rotted away due to exposure to the elements was anybody's guess. They were made up to resemble a man and a woman. The doll's yarn hair was made up to look like a mop top haircut. So he looked like the Beatles
He's a
when they
Beatles.
first started. Yeah, so he's Ringo. Okay.
Oi, John, I hate these steps, man. We're the Beatles. Ooh.
They were made up to resemble a man and a woman. The male doll's yarn hair was made up to look like that, like a mop cut haircut. Mop top haircut.
Mop cut, mop top, hop.
Mop top hop cop shop.
Ooh.
And he was dressed in a black Victorian style suit. The female doll was wearing a mauve
Mauve.
mauve ballet style dress with black leggings, and her yarn hair was tied up into a sloppy bun. Both had a very Burton-esque feel to them. As surprised as I was to see the dolls, especially because of how out of place they were, I shrugged and played it off as a weird interest that Agatha had. After all, she'd hardly been the first rich person to have an eccentric hobby.
I mean,
Agatha
if
all
you got
but
the
pulled
money
me.
for it. If you got the money for it, might as well.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. What would you guys collect? What would be your eccentric little hobby you'd get into if you had fuck you money?
Probably gunplows.
The what?
Gunplows, like Gundam.
Oh,
The
like
figures.
like that. You know that would probably take almost all your money too. You'd probably run out real fast. I'd pick something like just to keep people away from where I live, like something that I don't even like, but just keep it at the front of the house. I like the etymology shit. Like I'd have a bunch of beetles at the front of the house, and no one want to come in because all the fucking bug shit on the wall. I'd be like, all right, this guy's.
you
this
just
guy's
have the
over
Fab. You just have the Fab Four playing a concert outside your house all day.
here."
He said he wanted the Beatles.
I'm
You got the Beatles, man.
no, I just got
Paul.
I got
Let's
the
go,
bodies
Paul.
just put up on the walls, just like, ooh, you like my bug collection? I got the Beatles right here. It's like, what the fuck, dude? We gotta get out of here.
Yeah. He's like, this one's John, this one's Paul, this one's George, and this one's Ringo.
Very rare collection. You
enough.
won't find it there.
Enough with the Beatles references. That's two now. All right, let me calm down. Agatha
Yep.
all but pulled me inside when I knocked on the door. She was a sharply dressed woman in her late 60s. I noticed that a suitcase was sitting beside her. She looked satisfied to see that I had arrived on time and had a suitcase and duffel bag with me.
Got everything you'll need.
Everything I'll need, I assured her.
This motherfucker does not know what to read.
He asked a little upgrading.
Jordan, I think you're our protagonist.
Okay, everything I need, I reassured her.
Good,
Good,
very
good.
good, very good. Now, oh, my taxi's here.
One
I
pickup
looked
for
out-
Agatha.
Looked out the still open front door to see a taxi pull up right beside me. Right beside the beat Prius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you staying with us, man? We're losing like a couple of words here and there.
I looked out the still open front door to see a taxi pull up right beside my beat up Prius.
Oh, thank God. Whew. That's some context I needed, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Fuck off.
I'll pay you what you're owed as soon as I get back.
He
She told me
that.
just picked up her suit.
Let me know if I need to read those. Let me know.
No. There's a little bit of a delay. Hold on. It's okay.
I don't have time to go over everything, so I left a list of rules for you on the kitchen table. Follow it to the letter and you'll be fine. See you Sunday.
With that, she went out the door, shutting it behind her. I blinked, wondering if that was normal behavior for somebody leaving their clearly expensive house to a total stranger. Setting my bags down in the foyer, I walked through the gargantuan house until I found the kitchen. And as she'd promised, a list had been written down. It was written on custom stationery and left next to a sticky note that read, "Please follow all the rules." Maybe you could say it in that voice too, since it's in quotations.
Please follow all the rules. Please. Sorry.
You better do it. You better.
I dutifully read over the list. Some of the instructions were rather self-explanatory, but others were just plain weird. 1. Please feed the goldfish in the library. The food is in a jar on the cabinet next to the tank. Just 1 pinch a day. 2. Every night at 9 o'clock sharp, you must be in the living room, starting out the picture window. You must watch everything they do. Do not look away. They like an audience. When they bow to you, clap 3 times and close the curtains. Be sure to open them again in the morning. 3. Please don't smoke or vape in the house. If you must, please only smoke or vape on the balcony.
I was about to say that cuts you out, Nick. You're probably like, nah, fuck this. I'm out. I'm gone. But they give you it out. You got the balcony.
I would just bring edibles.
That's smart. He's the smart stoner.
Mm.
That's it. I mean, maybe I get too high off the edibles and just starts hitting the vape in the in the house.
You
like,
just forget.
Oh shit!
Next thing you know, you got people coming out of the fucking picture window, and you're like, "Oh fuck, I'm sorry." No.
You just stand at the
Join us.
window like, do I clap 3 times or is it 4 times?
You just out of instinct just go. Oh fuck.
Oh shit!
Shit. All right, so we're halfway through. We're halfway
Number
through the rules.
4.
Yeah.
If you touch any of the books in the library, please put them back where you found them.
That's fair.
Number 5. If you are injured or feel sick, sleep on the couch on the back patio. Be there by 9 and you'll feel better by morning.
Okay.
Injured or feel sick.
Why would? Okay.
Sleep on the couch by the. Okay.
So if I cut my hand off, but as long as I lay on this fucking thing, I'll feel fine in the morning. My hand will just grow back.
I think maybe your hand just won't be there, but you'll feel better about it.
You feel better.
Yeah, you'll feel. Oh yeah, I've come to terms with my hand is gone.
I mean, I still
That-
got
yeah,
one more.
that-
That's what you'll be. I still got one more. It's fine. It's fine.
That makes. I'm so glad I slept on that back patio. Wow.
I still got 5
The
fingers.
first thing on my mind was.
That's 5 more
Yeah,
reasons to keep
first
going.
thing on my mind. First thing on my mind was, I need a good rest. Well, it's probably because you're fucking leaking blood and you're just bleeding out. I don't think you'd live to see the morning.
All right.
Number 6. On Saturday night, leave a paper plate of frozen crinkle-cut carrot slices on the welcome mat. Be sure you do this by 6 o'clock at the latest. Don't worry about getting the paper plate. They never leave leftovers. Who doesn't leave leftovers?
The rabbit people.
Dun, dun, dun.
They're coming.
Number 7. Ross, the gardener, comes on Saturday morning. Jeb, the special gardener, comes every Saturday evening. Do not speak to either of them, and do not let Jeb know I'm not home.
Ooh.
Okay, Jeb's a demon.
Number 8. Do not make any noise while watching them. They will excuse a sneeze or coughing fit, but anything else will make them unhappy.
Unhappy people.
Them, like the gardeners?
Yes, I would assume.
That's what I would assume.
Maybe.
Or maybe they're foreshadowing.
I wonder if them is just some random person that'll be in the house
Maybe
at
it's
some
the
point. Just it's
Yes,
them.
Maybe some spirits. Like, yeah, it's capitalized. Like it's a person or it's an entity.
Okay. Well, one more rule then.
Number 9. The streaming service is yours to use as you like. If you order any pizza or food for delivery, leaving a note telling me where it was and what it cost, I'll cover it. Help yourself to anything in the fridge. The rules about feeding the fish, not smoking, and picking up after myself were easy to understand and follow. Fish were easy to please, and I never had been a smoker. But the other rules were weird. Yeah, I agree. I would be a little sketched out had I saw them. Still, like I said, they were all pretty easy to follow, and Agatha was being more than generous. I decided to just grin and bear it. Though I have to admit that the constant mentions of they left me with a knot in my stomach. See? At least I know I'm not crazy.
It's tying you up.
Foreshadowing.
You know what? I relate with our protagonist so far. She got a good head on her shoulders.
No. 100%. I agree with you.
Let's see if it lasts.
No sleep.
No sleep at all. I wouldn't be able to sleep with the weird rules like that. Honestly, I'd be afraid to wake up and have them above me.
I'd be thinking, who is them? Is it more than one person, or is it just one person that they just don't have a name for, so they call them them?
But they're
They
watching.
call them them.
Them.
Friday was spent exploring the house and finding all the rooms listed. The library was on the second floor, right next to my guest room, which looked like a luxury hotel suite. The back patio was a fully recovered and furnished deck with glass doors and windows keeping Mother Nature out and a connected heating and AC unit to keep it comfortable. The living room was a surprisingly big room. You could have parked a car in there and still had room for 10 people. Wow.
Damn it.
The picture window mentioned in this list was so big that it took up most of the wall and was framed by red velvet curtains, which greatly reminded me of the curtains used in theaters.
Yeah, I mean,
After
it's kind of what I'm expecting with any type of rich person. This is the classic rich person shit I would have whenever I'm totally rich. But not like a big house, just all this condensed into a tiny room. I'm still gonna park a car in there, but we're only gonna be able to fit like 3 people.
Gotcha. When you hit your rich arc,
We'll be hitting my rich
you
arc.
know,
You won't know, but there'll be signs.
there'll be signs. Yeah.
Like the Kia parked in my living room. There'll be signs.
What color? What color?
Gold.
After a dinner of ordered pizza and a Mountain Dew, I saw that it was 10 till 9. Too curious to disobey, I went into the living room and looked out the picture window. The sun had set by that point, with the porch light and various lights in the garden illuminating the front. Then, at 9 on the dot, just when I was starting to wonder what the big deal was, it happened.
Boom, 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 boom.
Thank
Two
you.
dolls I'd seen earlier jumped off their posts. What?
They just jumped.
Damn it! I was looking
There
for the
was no
dogs, Jordan.
warning.
I was looking for the dogs. No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's not on the. It's not in the soundboard.
It's mine, brother.
No, it's not fair. I was
Soundboard 4.
I was starting to wonder what the big deal is. Did it happen? Bark, 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 bark. I wanted to do this so bad.
There was no warning. One moment they were still and lifeless, and the next they were moving like it was the most normal thing in the world. The male doll offered its arm to the female one, who took it delicately.
Here you go.
It walked over onto a bare patch of grass, one right in my line of sight. The male doll touched the statue of the orchestra I'd seen earlier. Eerie, unearthly music filled the air. Then as I watched, they began to dance.
Ooh. Now, like I'm just gonna put a picture of like the SpongeBob when he's like doing like the wavy arms and everything. Just kind of.
Mhm.
There you go, Nick.
It wasn't a waltz, or a salsa, or any kind of dance that I'd ever seen before, but it was undeniably dancing. They stepped in time to the music, never looking away from one another. At times, the male doll would dip or whirl the female doll around before they began to slow dancing once again. My heart hammered as I struggled to rationalize what I was seeing. My eyes were frozen on the pair. Finally, the music tapered off. Dolls stopped their dance and turned to face me. They'd known I was there all along. I was as still as a statue as their black, unreadable eyes focused on me. Then, perfectly in sync, they bowed to me. Remembering the rules, I gave 3 loud claps and closed the curtains as quickly as possible. Then I got out of the room as fast as I could. I made a break for my guest room, avoiding all windows. What if they were still watching the house? And taking 2 steps at a time. No, and taking the steps 2 at a time. I slammed the door when I got in.
I appreciate you
Yes.
going back to, cover your tracks. It's like, oh shit, wait a minute.
Sometimes I gotta set my sit to night mode. I feel like I can read better if it's not white
you're
on
on-
black.
Oh shit, you're on. Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no. Homie's flashbanging
crazy.
himself. That is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just,
Hey, we live and we learn. Next time we'll make the adjustments needed.
why do I have such a headache right now? Fucking Newell just staring at the brightest light. Ah, the sun
That's
kind of.
it.
Why am I staring at this thing? They said not to, but it's so pretty. Continue. You're good.
I slammed the door when I got into my room, breathing heavily. Like a scared little kid, I darted under the bed, shaking. How in the name of sanity had that just happened? Did Agatha know it would happen?
I did.
I had just pulled my phone out of my pocket,
You know this
wondering
gonna
what I
happen.
what,
Just
What I would-
she's
what
on
I
the
should do.
intercom. That was pretty fucking cool,
when it
wasn't it?
buzzed. How in the name of sanity had that just happened? Did Agatha know it would happen? I had just pulled my phone out of my pocket, wondering what I should do when it buzzed. It was a text from Agatha. She was like, "Told you they would be watching."
I know you must be frightened, but don't be. They only want an audience, nothing more. Just follow the rules, and you'll be safe.
I know you must be frightened.
You think she's like in
I know.
another time, so she's like, ah shit, it's 6 o'clock for her right now. Cool. Don't leave the door open if you run, please.
Make sure you recycle the rest of the bits of
And-
the
and take-
plastic plates.
Take the recycling to the curb, please. I
I
forgot
forgot.
it last week, and it's really piling up. Thank you. And then, like, just ... afterwards, like, every older person
Yeah.
receives a text. It's like, what are you leading up to? What are you hiding?
I sent her a few texts, most of them asking, or really begging, for answers, but she never replied. Nope. All set. At that time, I'd just leave. Nope.
Even with the
I s-
dolls guarding the door?
Listen.
Listen, they're just
I'm
made a young
bringing
man.
whatever I can find in that house. And I'm fucking keeping them at bay until I get into my beat up car and I'm leaving.
That Prius, man.
That beat up Prius. Where's Jeb when I need him?
Jeb, please! Watch out for the dolls! They're right behind you.
No, they got Jeb. No.
No, Jeb, please. Please, Jeb.
I knew this day would come.
I spent most of that night under the blanket in my guest room, hugging my plush sea turtle, not daring
turtle.
to look out the window, lest I see one of those dolls staring at me. Morning eventually came, exhausted from a fearful, sleepless night. Yep, I don't blame you. I trudged down the stairs to make some coffee. I froze when I heard someone moving outside, but until I remembered the list. One of the gardeners had always come Saturday mornings, and I wasn't supposed to speak to them. Tempted as I was to see anyone real and try to convince myself I wasn't crazy, I decided to abide by the rules, which meant I had to open those living room curtains. I held my breath as I pulled them apart, and wasn't quite sure how I felt when I saw the dolls were back on their poles, like nothing had ever happened. I had a bowl of cornflakes and a cup of very strong coffee for breakfast, deciding to try and binge comfort films until I could convince myself it just had been some wild dream.
Got the Terminator on the TV.
Unfortunately, that plan was dashed when, while walking back to the TV room, I tripped on my own discarded sneaker. While my landing was painful, it was nothing compared to the sprained ankle I got in the process. I bit my arm to keep from screaming and managed to hobble back into the kitchen for some ice. I wound up still going on a movie binge, but now it was because I was confined to the couch. I was wondering how I was going to get up the stairs that night if my foot was a mess until I remembered, according to Agatha, I had to sleep on the back patio if I was hurt. Which meant that I wouldn't have to see those creepy dolls.
You scary.
I mean, yeah, as soon as you see the dolls dancing, I'd be bought into everything else that she said. I'm like, all right, you know what? Whatever you say is
Yeah.
gonna happen is gonna happen. You know. You know better than I do.
While I still didn't know what was going on, I felt much better thinking that I might have a more normal night. I spent the rest of the day following the instructions as best as I could, leaving the chopped carrots on the welcome mat after the special gardener left. I understood why he was the special gardener when I saw him dusting those freaky dolls. So, he maintenances the dolls, I suppose.
I think he's a rabbit. I
Yeah.
think he's just a big rabbit.
Yeah, I would make the same assumption there.
That was his payment. You know, it's like leaving cookies out for Santa. You leave out crinkle cut carrots for the special gardener.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Doc?
A special gardener.
After I'd fed the fish, I went about my nighttime routine, made more difficult with a bruised ankle. By 8:50, I had gotten myself settled onto the back patio. The patio's couch was as soft as a bed, and there was enough pillows for me to feel comfortable even after I'd used 2 of them to prop up my foot. After taking a blanket from the linen closet, I was ready to get a full night's sleep. I had just closed my eyes, starting to drift off, and then I heard it. That eerie, unearthly music. I pulled the blanket over my face, too afraid to think of doing anything else. And as I listened, the music stopped mid-note. I froze, wondering what that meant. For a few minutes, it was dead quiet. And then I heard it. 2 pairs of unnaturally light footsteps. They walked in sync, slowly, as though they weren't in any kind of hurry. And... see, this thing, she forgot to clap.
Ooh. Wait, did she?
That's it. Yeah, she was on the back patio. She wasn't watching them.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
They were walking towards the porch. Terrified tears rolled down my cheeks as I silently begged them not to come near me. The steps started walking onto the deck, and then the door to the back patio opened. My heart was in my mouth as I heard 2 sets of feet approach. Every instinct that I had was screaming at me to run, but I couldn't. Not with my blanket was ripped off me. The female doll was standing right next to my head, holding the blanket in one hand as she stared at me. I was about to let out a scream when her hand dropped the blanket and clamped over my mouth. The other hand settled on my hair. She started rhythmically moving her hand through my hair like she was petting me. Her eyes never left mine. 2 hands grabbed my bad foot. I shot a glance towards the foot of the couch and saw the male doll holding at my swollen limb. At my swollen limb. Much like the female doll, he was staring right at me. He lifted his hand and snapped, and I lost consciousness.
That's
When I
freaky.
woke up-
That's freaky.
The sun. When I woke up, the sun was out. Everything that had happened came back to me in a flash, and I looked down at my injured foot. Only it wasn't injured anymore. It looked like it'd never been hurt. I got off the couch and stood on it to test it. It was perfectly fine. Agatha's text came back to me. The only one in audience, nothing more. Just
I
follow
only
the
want
rules.
an audience, nothing more. Just follow the rules. For the fruity taste that shows. Follow your nose.
Sorry. You just hear that about.
Ah! I guess part of
Stinging birds again. I'm gonna get them, I swear.
I guess part of keeping their audience meant keeping them healthy. Feeling physically better after a night of rest, I waited impatiently for Agatha to come back at 3 that day. When she finally walked through the door that afternoon, she had a resigned look on her face. She dropped her bags on the floor and gave me a tired smile.
I'll unpack, make us a pot of tea, and explain what I can.
That was all the answer I got until she unpacked everything and put on her electric kettle.
And put her on the
Only
electric
we-
kettle. Just like, alright, everything's normal. And meanwhile, it's just fucking burning her ass. Just like, ah! Everything's fine though. I'm
Sitting on
sure you got questions of what happened. Well, anyway, here's your
Only
money.
when we
I'll continue.
Only when we both had a steaming cup of chamomile in our hands did she start to explain.
I don't know where they truly came from. She began. Or even what they truly are. But when I turned 50, my health began to deteriorate. And with my wealth, I was a prime target for thieves or home invaders. Jeb's brother reached out to me shortly after my 50th birthday. He claimed that he had a way of making sure I was always healthy and protected. All I had to do was give them an audience. The day after I agreed, I woke up to find those two standing at attention in my yard. All the seller told me was that I must not remove them, and that I must always watch them dance at night.
She took a sip from her tea.
At first, I was confused and as petrified as you. But then when I came down with a dreadful flu bug, a week after I got them.
A flu bug.
Yes, I got that dreaded
Flu bug.
the flu bug. It's quite bad. The COVID, I think they called it. They they came into my house in the middle of the night and cured
I
me.
thought that was a bat bug.
A Batman. I got bit by a Batman, and then when I woke up, he was there. No.
You
The
got
night and
bit by a
cured
bad
me.
man.
Since then, I've realized that they truly are protectors, as long as you serve as their audience. That's why I almost never leave. Someone has to be here to make sure they have an audience, that they don't stop protecting the house and whoever stays here. But last week, my brother-in-law was killed in a car accident, and my sister was distraught. I had to go and stay with her to make sure she was all right. That's why I was willing to pay a complete stranger so much money just to watch the place.
Our conversation went on for a little while longer, but in the end, I more or less got it. I was still creeped out by the whole thing, but after the dolls had healed me, well, I wasn't as scared as before. Thus, I became Agatha's regular house sitter. It was a fair bargain. She finally got to travel and visit people she hadn't seen in years, while I got a steady, lucrative income in exchange for watching her place, and as a result, the dancing dolls, whenever she saw me. Whenever she called me.
Yeah.
I'd been a regular house sitter
job,
for
everyone.
about a year when Melanie called. Melanie was the kind of sibling you wish you didn't have to associate with. Well, boy, do I know the feeling. She'd been a little gremlin since the day she was born, and her behavior had gotten worse with age. It didn't matter how many times my parents put her in timeout or she got attention in school. No mistake she made was her fault. Anything anyone else got was something she had to have, and anything that didn't go her way was worth screaming herself hoarse over. Well, that's wild.
I don't know how
Mm.
old she is. It all depends on
Yeah. How old is Melanie?
Yeah.
because I'm not. It's like, is it just normal? Is she just like really young, or is she just like still gotten even worse? Like now I'm an adult and I'm a gremlin still, but I'm a large one and I yell more.
She's like, I'm the strap of this pack.
But
When I got into college, she'd thrown fit after fit about not being able to go to college herself until they let her take an early admissions test. When she passed, I still think she bought the answers off of someone. She packed her bags and went straight to the enrollment office. She immediately made herself the bane of everyone on campus's existence. Anytime she wasn't in class, she was hooking up with frat boys or getting blackout drunk. Wow. This sounds like I love this woman. I don't even know her.
suddenly
I
a
love
180,
Melanie.
a 180. Oh wow. This
Yeah,
is
I love this one.
you're tight, man. Gremlins.
It's not a type. It's a lifestyle choice.
I think it's because all I'm picturing now. Because as soon as the Gremlin, I just think of the movies and stuff. So
Yeah.
now I'm just
That's
Oh,
imagining.
you
exactly
think of the one for the second one?
Yeah, I'm imagining a Gremlin in a wig, and I'm just like looking at you,
Oh,
Nick, and I'm just
no.
imagining you going like, damn,
He's the CEO guy.
damn. And you know,
Damn.
she turns around and goes, "Wah, wah, wah," and you're like, damn,
Damn.
damn.
Can we get that playback on the Gremlin?
Wah, wah.
That's close. That's close to.
She constantly skipped classes, mouthed off to her teachers whenever she
Water.
bothered to show up.
Sorry.
And she wound up having to rent an apartment off campus when she yelled transphobic slurs at a trans man and got herself banned from the dorms.
She's
She was eventually expelled, and my parents refused to let her move back in with them until after she learned how to act like an adult. She swore she'd show them by marrying rich. In the 3 years since she'd made that deal, she'd gone through 4 different boyfriends and had 9 different jobs, most of them at fast food joints. Refusing to admit defeat, she started trying to mooch off of any relative that didn't already hate her. She's batting 1,000. She's batting 1,000.
this is your woman.
So,
Well, she might be marry Agatha. You know. That's Mary.
Is this
hey,
your woman?
well, we're plugged in now. One watches The House and the Dolls, and the other one screams at her parents and fucks a bunch of frat boys. I mean, that sounds like a treat.
This is a treat. One's got a job. One's give jobs. Gives lots of jobs.
Hey,
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs gives.
it's a job.
Yo, I'd like to give me a Steve Jobs.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Give me that sloppy Steve Jobs.
In an alternate universe.
The timeline. One
So it
person
shouldn't have
moves around.
surprised me when she called, talking in the sickly sweet way she always did when she wanted either money or a favor.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And he totally left me for no reason and said I would never get a job at his dad's modeling studio.
She whined, finishing a clearly falsified story and giving a few fake sniffles.
So anyway, if you know any way I could get a job.
Damn, I think you were supposed to be the protagonist too, Jordan. You are now the protagonist and your own little sister.
Nick.
Sorry, Melody. I can't help it.
Tag it!
It's your turn.
I cut her off as I finished stuffing my clothes and my plush turtle into my duffel. I have something really important to do this weekend.
Liar! Liar!
She screamed through the phone.
Sorry, I
Mom
was thinking
said
Anakin.
you wanted a cushy job working for a rich lady. I want in.
Ugh. Ugh. I sighed. Mom didn't have a filter and always blabbed to everyone about everything.
It's not that simple. This really is a. Oh, that's you, never mind.
It's not that simple. This really is a one-person job, Anne.
Great, so quit and I'll take it. What's the address?
I hung up. Melanie over only ever I hung up. Mel
Fuck you, Melanie.
I hung up. Melanie only ever heard what she wanted to hear.
Melanie's gonna die.
Given how completely insane my sister had always been, I really should have predicted what happened next. Agatha's brother was getting hip replacement surgery, and since it was last minute, she was paying me $7,000 to watch her house for a whole week. Obviously, I said yes. Holy shit.
I'll take that.
The rules really hadn't really changed, and by then I had them memorized. I thought I knew what to expect, other than keeping the fish fed and watching the dolls dance. My days watching Agatha's house were quiet. What I didn't expect was the knock at the door I got on the first evening of my latest week there. Agatha hardly ever got visits, and they weren't from people she'd hired, so naturally I was startled. I looked at the clock. It was 8:30. I thought I'd have enough time to shoo away whoever was at the door before the dolls came alive. Unfortunately, when I opened the door preparing to see a Jehovah's Witness or perhaps a salesman, I found my sister.
Hey, Tiffany. Thanks again for the job.
Also, I think that's the first time our protagonist has been named.
Yes.
Tis.
We now have a name. You are now Tiffany. Nick, I want you to embody that.
I am Tiffany.
You are Tiffany.
Big Tiff, Big Tiff.
Yo, Big Tiff. Yo, Tiffany. With an I.
Thank you
Should I
again
try-
for the job.
Thank you again for the job.
Yeah.
Melanie didn't let me say that I had not gotten her a job, simply strolling in her black pink suit and her self-centered attitude.
You're killing. You've been so fucking monotone this entire time. And then I heard that flare on that the entire.
What have I done?
Now that we have a name,
You knew it was a girl already. But Tiffany is what sold it. It was first the entire time.
Yeah,
I saw them two dancing. I ran.
she began
I had never been
chattering
so
about
scared
how
in my
she'd
life.
managed to manipulate Mom.
Oh my god.
She'd been chatting about how she'd managed to manipulate Mom into telling her what city I lived in
Oh my god.
and the name of the woman I was working for. From there, she just started She just stalked Agatha's name online until she found out where she lived. From there, she started talking about how excited she was to work for a fashion critic and how she was more than qualified to critique people's outfits. I don't think so, girl. Okay.
Oh god, I've read a couple of lines and I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I finally found my voice, though. So did I!
Keep going.
So I had to shout to make myself heard.
Yes.
Melanie, I did not find a job for you. And I'm definitely not giving up my job for you. You need to go.
You need to
He
leave.
froze. I hoped that I'd gotten through to her and glanced at the clock. 8:50. You've been dealing with this bitch for 20 minutes. You opened the door at 8:30 and now it's 8:50 and you just now told her to fuck off. Like,
They just stood there for like 10 minutes. She was just like dumbfounded, just like,
it's like, I'm
Melanie, what
waiting
the
for
fuck?
rest- They just stand there like NPCs waiting for a fucking verbal command.
Waiting for a time cue.
all right, keep go on, Nick, please.
I had to work fast. Maybe I could promise to book her a hotel room and...
You self-centered slut.
Excuse me?
You know how badly I needed a job, and you, I was
my-
perfect for the job of fashion critic, and you wouldn't even give up your job for me, you selfish whore.
Melanie, you've lost it.
Oh,
Why don't
shit.
you?
Are you trying to get rid of me? You are. I can tell mom and dad. Well, fuck.
You got really breathy there. I can't. I'm just a dog chasing cars. And you're trying to get rid of me. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Just give me 1 second.
Oh my gosh, Jordan, there's gonna be a lot of anger that I'm seeing. I need you to really sell this.
It's also very late
Think,
at night.
think as if you are Melanie and you are angry. This bitch Tiffany with an I is not giving you,
Yeah, because what I need for this.
not giving you the job you deserve. All right, and
Are you
action.
trying to get rid of me? You are. I can tell. Mom and Dad got rid of me. Grandma got rid of me.
God, this woman sucks.
No. Grandma got rid of you? Shit.
Yo, I sold Grandma's car and she fucking beat the shit out of me.
Oh my
Fuck.
god. Grandma got rid of me when I sold her car.
Grandma got rid
She's-
of me last
She
Christmas.
stole all my unrolled mints that I leave in one of them little bowls with the glass bowls.
The little. Fuck.
Yeah, not do the Joker stuff.
All right, Jordan, you got this.
Grandma got rid of me for the mints.
Grandma got rid of me when I sold her car. Uncle Jake got rid of me when I broke his microwave. It was just a microwave. Like, oh my god. My boyfriend left me. My bosses all
wonder
hated
why.
me. Now even my own sister. Well, though, you're not getting rid of me that easy.
Well,
She grabbed one of the antique bottles on Agatha's shelves and smashed it against the wall,
Come here, bitch.
sending glass shards to the floor before she came at me with a broken bottle.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
My self-preservation instincts took over, and I ran for the first
my
exit I
God.
saw, the back door. As I ran, the doll's unearthly music began. I paled. It was too late, or I was too late. What would happen now that I'd broken the rule? Come here,
Yeah.
you family betraying
betraying.
whore.
what the fuck, Nick? You're stepping on his toes. Why are you doing this to Tiffany?
I am Tiffany.
You line-stealing whore! Sorry. Jordan, I mean Tiffany,
Come here,
please, with an I.
Come here, you
Con-
family
context
whore.
needed. I forgot about the dolls as my sister came at me, screaming like a banshee. I tripped over one of the patio's footstools, landing flat on my back. She was on top of me in seconds, her eyes wide with madness as she tried to stab the broken bottle down into my neck.
What the fuck?
Damn.
What the hell? That's a
I
big
want to
jump.
I want to go to your family Thanksgiving, Tiffany.
You didn't.
If you could,
That's a big
please
jump,
hook me up
honestly.
with your sister.
Everyone's
that's
everyone's
like a-
getting rid of me. You're not giving me a job. You know what? I'm gonna kill you.
Imagine what she did to Grandma.
Oh my!
Oh my god.
I don't think Grandma's there anymore.
I don't think Grandma's still with us.
Okay, let's
I
continue.
pushed her back with all of my strength. My heart beating 1,000 miles a minute. Well, yeah, you're about to get fucking stabbed. I don't blame you.
It's a little scary.
He was stronger than me, stronger than I would have ever expected. She started pressing the bottle against my neck, cutting into my skin. Then Melanie saw something behind me and froze.
What the?
She was lifted off of me. My hands flew to my neck, gasping as I pressed against the cuffs. I didn't have any trouble breathing, and to my relief, cuts were only flesh wounds. Before I could get up, I felt someone's arms lifting me. I turned, but for once, I was relieved to see the female doll. Muffled screaming turned my attention to the male doll, who was holding my sister. The female doll continued to hold me as she'd watched her partner walk out of the patio, the struggling Melanie in his arms. From the front yard came the sound of the eerie music. With the female doll and myself as the audience, the male doll held Melanie in a bridal carry as he went to stand on a bare patch of grass. Then, as he began a slow single dance,
Sorry,
Oh my God.
giving you
it
background.
was like a tap. It was like a tap dance, only made more complicated due to carrying a struggling woman.
Get off of me.
Let go of me, Tiffany with an I. Help me!
As he spun her, though, Melanie seemed to have entered a type of trance. He sat her down, and she stood, a dopey smile on her face. The dance became something more akin to a waltz, with him leading her in one dizzying turn after another. When the music began to crescendo, he took her into his arms again. She stared at him with wonder, a big smile on her face. The female doll then turned, making sure I was facing the door into the house instead of the male doll and my sister. Then there was a sound of ripping seams and a blood-curdling scream. Melanie's scream. Then, nothing. The female doll set me on the back patio's couch as the male doll came back. He was alone. The female doll put a hand on my throat, examining the cuts, and then she snapped, and I was out cold. Next morning, I turned on the news to find that the body of a woman had just been found in the woods nearly a mile away. Her broken down car had been right next to her. Judging by the state of the corpse, the general consensus was that she'd been driving through the woods, decided to stop for whatever reason, then had mauled to death by some sort of animal, with most people thinking that it was a bear. I had a feeling I knew, but I wasn't about to say anything, seeing as how Melanie managed to tick off anyone who'd known her for more than 30 seconds. No one was grieving especially hard. Damn, that's fucked.
No one misses that bitch.
Dang.
Agatha heard the news and called me. Apparently, this wasn't the first time that the dolls had come to someone's rescue.
Just be glad they enjoy an audience.
She told me. Her tone was grim.
If they ever find that you have no reason to miss a performance.
A lump formed in my throat as I realized what she meant. Why am I saying all of this now? Agatha drafted her will yesterday. She's decided that she'll leave her house to me to do with as I please. I've already decided to sell it. The money from such a sale would pay off the rest of my loans. It's not like I need such a big house anyway. I finally managed to talk to Jeb, wondering if he could still take the dolls when I sold the house. He said it was impossible. The house was now their home. It'll be a long while before Agatha passes, especially since she has a guaranteed way to recover if she's sick or injured. But when the time comes, be warned. If you happen to see a fancy mansion for sale and are told a list of rules that must be followed, follow them. They won't like it if they lose their audience.
Dun dun dun. That was pretty good. I like that a lot. I feel like I definitely got taken out of it a little bit as soon as you switched up the
Yeah, I
voice.
apologize to the viewers for going on into a trans of trying to portray Tiffany. Tiffany with an I. You sound like you're more level-headed than your sister Melanie was.
Kill you, bitch.
And I'm sorry to say that, you sounded like a great woman. So my condolences.
I do have a soft spot for, like stories with like you go to a certain place and you have to follow certain rules, or there's some weird stuff happening. I do like that. I will say the Melanie part definitely threw me. Very,
Very
very.
sudden.
Like I was, when he brought it, I was like, okay. I figured I was kind of hoping for more, like, in the house, like with Melanie and Tiffany with an I. But you know, because she came in and, like, was like, hey, you can't be here. Then immediately was like, you know what? Fuck this. Smashes glass. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Bring it on. And then and that was that.
Bottle throat, bitches.
I would have liked to know more about the gardeners.
Yeah.
True. True. I wonder why she was
I
able
would.
to
I
actually
want. I want to
speak
know
to
who
Jeb.
the special gardener actually was. I needed confirmation on the special gardener.
Dude, it's Peter Cottontail.
So it's not Bugs Bunny?
It's not. It's
so
not.
so
Dude, I just lost everything on Cauchy.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Is it Peter?
Oh my god! I just won everything on Kalshi. Let's go! Woo!
I lost it all.
But no, that was.
all on black on Bet Rivers.
Now you know what I did. I did think it was pretty sick, like how Melanie did die though. Because I'm imagining because when they get into the dance, like they're very in tune and in sync with whoever is dancing with the male, and I'm assuming that they were as soon as the music started, he ripped off his arms or something like that, and then she ripped her own arm off, which that's a fucking sick visual. Like you tear yourself apart.
Yeah.
At least that's how
I like the concept. The concept's good.
No, that was awesome. That was awesome. No, I do want to give a big thank
We'll
you.
get better.
Big thank
We'll
you
get
to
better, yeah.
Sapphire Lion 15. That was a really awesome story. Thank you so much for letting us read it. And definitely go check her out and her other works. She's got a good couple of things.
Much appreciated to you, Sapphire Lion 15.
Thank you.